Sagittarius, welcome to the Smudge Room. I am Jamie, and this will be a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm working with Osho's Zen Tarot and the Wild Unknown, and then I will pull two oracles at the end. So let's see what's new with you guys. Well, let's see. Actually, let's do recent past for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Putting in solid work into something that you want to see come to fruition. I always think of the Seven of Pentacles as like being like 70% done with a project that you've been working on. Yeah, not quite ready to reap what you sow, but getting there. Okay. What else for recent past for Sag? Ordinariness. Now, this does not mean that you are ordinary. This just means that you're content. You're content with the way things have been going. Or at the very least, you're not, some people can't sit with their own thoughts. And you can right now. Very patient, both of these cards, really. So what is, well, let's pull some more. Okay, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so you've been patient, and this is fast news. This is fast change. So you've seen results in some kind of way. I'm going to pull some more. Okay, guidance. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. You hear Sagittarius doing their thing, minding their business, and wham, fast change. And then we have guidance. This is you needing to trust something bigger than you. Your ships are still coming in. You know, just because you have this fast news, fast change, that doesn't mean that it's not going to go accordingly. However that applies. What's the energy coming towards you now? Energy, here we go. No, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Compromise. Okay, so I feel like this is some sort of okay, sorry, Jim Morrison's playing in the background, so I get distracted. I get the impression that you kind of, well, you had to make some sort of a compromise, clearly, but someone's also kind of infiltrating, seemingly, what you've been putting your own work into. What's the story about the hen that tries to get everyone to help her make the bread, and I don't remember any of that crap anymore, but it's like you've done all the work, you put in all the effort, and someone comes along and now you're expected to share, or whatever that means for you. So that's not necessarily fair, cool, whatever, but it seems like you're rolling with it. You're not happy with their part in it. I mean, it kind of feels like they've infiltrated your thing, your deal. This could be fighting over a romantic partner with somebody too. Mother of Wands in reverse for their energy. Spiteful, jealous, yeah, they've got a vendetta against you. They want what's yours. Okay, what else? Ace of Cups in reverse for them, and they've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is a very negative energy. This is someone who goes about like they're using like rotten, sneaky bullshit tactics to get what they want, and they're getting what they want. But because they're doing it in such a crappy way, it's not going to last. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's not authentic. They're being so greedy. They're doing it with bad intentions. Let's pull another one for them. Okay, stress. Yeah. They're just muddying this up. I think that since we have the guidance card here, I feel like this is you either doing this already or needing to. I like to pay a lot of attention to where the cards are facing when I lay them down, and you're facing away from them. Like, you're floating away, actually, with the guidance card. You're just kind of like, I'm above it, and you are. This is a shitty. Don't try to work with this person. There is no compromise, really. Like, I feel like that's maybe how you thought it could be, but it's not. This could even be, like, siblings fighting over inheritance, something like that. Because it feels very like materialistic. Well, I mean, Seven of Pentacles in the beginning, reaping what you sow. You've worked for this. It's like let's just say, for example, you had a sick parent and they passed, and you were the one who took care of them all along, and here comes the absent sibling to claim what's theirs, and that's just an example. I don't know that would apply to anyone, but I mean, maybe, but that's what this feels like. Sibling rivalry or fighting over a romantic interest, something like that. Okay. And I feel like if you were to engage with this individual, it would just be like they feed on that. Mother of Wands in reverse, that is a fiery, all the negative things about you, you're a fire sign, that's this person. They might even be a fire sign or water with this Ace of Cups in reverse. What's the mutual energy here? What's integration? So yeah, you're kind of tied to this person, interweaved somehow. It could very well be a family member. Polar opposites too. Like, could not be more different here. So, I mean, okay, it sounds like you're going to have to work together. I mean, they're not going to make it easy. They're not going to make collaboration easy. We've got the Moon in reverse, deceit, trickery, secrets. Okay, I mean, Sun in reverse. Yeah. Joyless. I mean, this is kind of a miserable person, and the way I see this, and I know this isn't easy, much easier said than done. But when someone's like that, like, you just... Okay. Let's get to advice, because I'm kind of at a loss here. Like, this is really it's a toxic person that I would, want to avoid, but it's like you're stuck with them. Okay, we've got, this is the nothingness or the no thingness. Okay, I see this two ways. This is either an indication of like needing to just clean slate it, or this could be like you taking the high road. And let's say that this is a situation where there's, you know, possessions to be divided. If they get nasty enough and if this gets ugly enough, I could see you perhaps being like, take it all. I don't want it. I'd rather just not be involved with you. So that might, you know, that might be what it comes to, because I mean, if it's just stuff that you know, that this argument or whatever this is about, not worth it. And you're better than that. They're not. But it seems like it's, and I'm not saying that, you know, if you've earned something and they're trying to take what you've earned, I'm not saying just give up and give it to them. That's not what I mean. But it's almost like, you know, the bigger person is the one who's making the sacrifice, which it seems like you've also done, having dealt with, you know, whatever this is for you. Oh, this is a tricky, okay, let's get to more advice. Let's see. Okay, we've got the source. This is like higher self energy. It's, I mean, I think that this is an indicator of, you know, you are the bigger person here no matter how this plays out. They're creating a lot of bad karma, and they want you to be in it. They want you to be that mad too, if that makes sense. Okay, so what else? Well, having the guidance card and source, I think that this is like a message for you to just give this one away, not materialistic things, but just like know that you're going to be covered in the end here. You're going to be taken care of. I feel like this is going to bite them in the ass. Or if you don't take the high road, I feel like it's going to end up biting you in the ass. Let's pull some more from here. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, which is about not taking action, not having clarity. I think that I think it's saying don't make a move until you know, like for sure know what kind of shit you're working with here. I know that didn't come out clearly. Ace of Swords in reverse. And I also feel like this is, you have no idea yet of how to handle this exactly. Another reason to just let it go and give it to something bigger, you know, something higher than you. You know, have a little faith that this is going to play out the way it's supposed to play out. And it will. I would not be aggressive here. Although, if I wouldn't be able to not be aggressive. This feels like a bully. It feels like a bully. Okay. Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is about no growth. I also kind of feel like whatever it is that you guys are fighting over, not the prize that you think. It's really not. I'm sorry if I'm not meaning to insult a person or property or anything like that, but that's just what I'm feeling. like whoever wins this, it ain't no prize. I'm sorry to say that. That's just how it seems. Okay, I'll pull one more for advice for this read. Whoa. Okay, we got adventure, and I'm gonna pull another one. Suppression. Okay, yeah. I see this as advice. Well, this reminds me, it reminds me a little bit of the Fool card because it's about, going blindly into the unknown. Coming in with suppression, that makes me feel like that's a part of you that's been, suppressed, for lack of a better word. But like, yeah, you have a beautiful life waiting for you outside of this shit, and I think it's time to go and take it. Because that they can't take away from you, and I feel like it's time for you to enjoy, wherever this takes you, wherever you're guided to go. Let's pull some oracles. Start with Dreams of Gaia. Okay. Message for Sag. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Okay, we've got the Three of Water in reverse. Now this is about education, I think. Let me just look it up before I don't want to tell you a bunch of wrong stuff. It's a very hard deck to learn. Okay. In reverse. The Three of Water reversed appears in order to caution us against weighing down a potential outcome with the burden of our expectations. Make sure your hopes and desires are realistic and let go of those that are not. Free yourself of binding nature and the weight of unrealistic expectations, and in doing so, allow the outcome you seek to manifest on its own way in its own time. Perfect. Remember, the more you expect, the more disappointed you'll be if the future you hope for does not unfold as you had imagined. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fitting, I'd say. The positive key words here, satisfaction, pleasure, joy, hopefulness, anticipation, attachment, expectation, and disappointment. Celebrate your victories. Take satisfaction from your endeavors. Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will continue. A rewarding outcome. Perfect. That's perfect. Couldn't have picked a better card. Couldn't have came out, for real. And then the fairies. Let's get to that. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? A lot more than I wanted. Well, if any of those come back out, we'll totally acknowledge. They're all good cards, but let's just see. That's the one. Okay, we have Unity in reverse. So I'm gonna read from that. First card. Okay. Okay. We may have become overly focused on the differences and disagreements that seem to separate us from others, and this may be preventing us from achieving our potential for fulfillment and happiness. We may feel alienated, unwanted, and lonely. If this is so, we need to refocus on what we have in common with those around us, far and near. We may need to heal our own attitudes and beliefs that contribute to the feelings of separation, and we could also usefully consider how we might find reconciliation with others, which is, that's not out of the question. If this is a family member, you know, I think that I jump into the habit very, very easily of just being like, fuck them, cut them off forever. And that's me. That's just that's how I am. But I do think relationships are worth salvaging if both parties can be in that. I just don't know if this person can, but don't rule it out. That's the message I'm hearing from that. Um, we may heal our own attitudes, our beliefs to contribute those feelings of separation, and we could usefully consider how we might find reconciliation with others. Forgiveness may be key. Prejudice and judgmental and critical attitudes, like this one has, all push us farther from the delusion of separateness and loneliness. Move towards allowing others to be closer to you, gradually dropping the defensive attitudes and hold them away and keep you that hold them away and keep you alone. Don't wait for others to make the first move towards reconciliation and connection, but reach out to them with compassion and selflessness. This may be difficult, even very difficult at first, requiring self-study and inner work, possibly with the help of skilled teachers or therapists. In meditation and prayer, ask to be in communication with unity deep within yourself. In unity, there is trust, love, and ecstasy. Okay, guys. I hope that made sense. I know it's hard. I know it is. It's hard to be the bigger person. It's hard to take the high road. It is, but I think you're going to know what to do. Yeah, I trust you guys. Anyway, I have missed you guys very much, and I hope you liked your reading, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, Sag. Okay, so I'm back because I watched the reading, and it reminded me of something I hadn't thought about since I was like in the 4th grade. So, okay, I stand by the reading. I stand by the cards 100%. I think it for who it resonated with. I think this should be handled in a very adult manner, but I feel that some of you, and you probably know who you are, if you felt like you were in that situation, but you felt like you needed to stand up for yourself, I think that you absolutely have to. I had this flash on like this just miserable, rotten bitch I went to school with when I was a kid. Just mean to be mean. Just nasty, nasty human being. She probably still is. I don't know. But she was awful. Mean to everybody. She was a bully. And I feel like some of you are dealing with someone who has always just kind of like, shown up and just taken what they wanted. Whether they'd earned it or not, don't know. But for those of you who resonate with that, do not tolerate that. This is yours. The first cards that came out here were, you were 7 of Pentacles. You've put in the work for whatever this is. It's yours. Fuck them. Fuck them. Don't let them take what's yours. Kick them in the throat. Maybe don't do that, but kick them in the throat metaphorically. And, don't roll over and die for some of you. I just felt compelled to say that. And have a lovely day. I'll see you next time. Bye.